All right, what's going on, everybody? Dave
and Maury from the Erie Better Beer Bureau. Today we got the newest collaboration from Stone. This is the Xocoveza Mocha Stout. And it's a collaboration with Chris Banker and Insurgent. And it's brewed with cocoa, coffee, Pasilla, chilies, and vanilla, cinnamon, and nutmeg. Weighs in at 8.1%.
Yeah.
And did I mention it was a milk stout?
No, but that's good information.
It's a milk stout.
Yeah, I get a bunch of cinnamon and nutmeg. It almost smells like a Christmas ale.
Wow.
Really, it does. Like
I get the peppers too, though.
Yeah, I do get peppers. Like I feel like it's like a Christmas ale with peppers on the aroma.
Wow, there's no shortage of aroma on this beer. Like, I don't know if the rest of it's going to measure up to the other chili beers, but the aroma holds its own.
I'm getting cinnamon and nutmeg dominated for me, and then I'm getting the peppers.
Yeah, I got a hint of vanilla on that last little whiff there.
Yeah, a little bit of vanilla, but I'm hunting for it, you know what I mean?
Maybe a touch of coffee. It's not as dominant as the first three, man. Yeah. It is, I agree with you. Cinnamon, nutmeg, and peppers are the three that really jump out. And it does have a sweetness on the aroma as well.
A little bit in the background, but it's a spicy meatball. I mean, this thing has got some spice on the aroma.
Definitely.
Cheers.
Wow. I got the peppers right up front, man.
Yeah.
They like jumped out of the glass at me.
It really follows the nose. I get lots of pepper. The pepper is a little more prevalent on the taste for me than on the aroma. But man, it's got tons of pepper. Cinnamon and nutmeg are all over it. It does have a little sweetness on the back end.
Oh, it definitely does. It tastes like a milk stout on the back end.
Yeah, I get the end. The peppers and all that spice from the nutmeg, the cinnamon, the pepper, that all hits you up front. And it ends kind of sweet.
Wow.
They actually don't even really linger around for how bold they are. Like you expect like a pepper flavor or something like that to like kind of linger around on your palate. It's kind of gone from the sweetness, you know?
And honestly, the last two sips I just took while you were kind of giving your tasting notes, the pepper was not as dominant. I still get it, but I got more of the spices, more of that kind of chocolatey flavor, and more of that sweetness.
Right, yeah. You know, I will say, like, it's super thin, though. I mean, the flavors are there, but you could tell me this was like a lighter end porter, and I'd believe you. Like, I think the body.
I don't know about lighter porter. I think it's got
a porter mouthfeel. It's not stout for me. I know it's a milk stout, so it's going to be a little thinner on the mouth.
And it's only 8.1%. It's not a imperial stout,
right?
You know what I mean?
Or a Russian imperial stout, but it is
But that is the defining different characteristic when comparing it to the other big chili beers, Bomb,
Hanapu,
Abraxas.
Yep.
You know,
Mexican cake even. Like I
don't think Mexican cake is super thick, but it's thicker than this.
It's thicker than this. Yeah, that's what I was just gonna say. You know, I think that one overall, the big four, you know, Abraxas, Hanapu, Mexican cake, Bomb. I feel Mexican cake's probably the thinnest, but similar because it has bold flavors. I feel.
Yeah.
And this one's similar to me. It's got a ton of bold flavor, but definitely real thin on the mouth feel. I'm going to give this one a 3.75. It's definitely a good beer. However, for me, the nutmeg's a little overpowering, and the cinnamon in it. It really kind of drowns out some of the flavors I was really hoping to get. Like, I love that, you know, I was really hoping to get a little more of the coffee and, you know, the cocoa and vanilla. And those flavors really kind of aren't present too much for me. And I really, the more I'm moving through it, I'm really just getting a nutmeg stout. So I really like it. It's also incredibly thin for a stout. I mean, it's definitely a decent beer. It's got some good flavors. I even feel I'm being a little generous at 3.75 on this. But yeah, I'm going 3.75 for the Stone.
Alright, well, when I first started drinking this thing, it was an easy 4.25 for me. But I'm actually a little bit in agreement with Dave on the nutmeg. I'm gonna give it the 4 out of 5 because I still think it's really good, and I think there's a lot of flavors to be had in this beer. And my first couple sips, I was able to pick out a little bit of everything. But the more we move on, I am getting just the nutmeg is getting in the way a little bit for me. I do agree with that point that you made. I don't even so mind the thinness, I guess, because at 8%, you know, I kind of, I knew going into this beer that that was the one thing. But yeah, I think the nutmeg is just a little, in addition to the body, those are the two things that keep me from going higher with this beer. I still think it's really good. It's definitely really affordable.
Yeah, the price point's right on all the Stone Bombers. I gotta give that to
definitely. But yeah, till next time, guys.
Cheers.